Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet VGC video. I'm your host, Jose Rocks, and today we're going to start our new series called Remix, where pretty much we're going to take a team that's popular in the meta or something that just had like a huge accomplishment or pretty much won any type of event and that's like really common on the format after, winning whatever it won. And we're going to take that team and remix it for fun, right? So today we're going to start with the world's winning team. So this is just gonna be just a little quick team building video. I still haven't got into using the Maryland tools and the damage calculators and all that for like some real in-depth team building. But I will get into one of those videos soon. I just have to make some time to do it. But I just want to do a quick little video. So we have the world's winning team right here, and I want to take this team and remix it in my own way and make it different. We just make it fun and make it different from this. Just so we can take it on a ladder and best of one and like really catch some of our opponents off guards, right? So the first thing that I want to change is I want to make this Flutter Mane not be specs. I was thinking of Focus Sash, right? Because a lot of them are expecting the Flutter Mane to not be able to protect, right? So putting protect on it is going to be really key. And also a lot of teams won't expect me to have Trick Room on it, right? So setting up Trick Room for Iron Hands is also really key. So I kind of wanted to go that way. Start with Flutter Mane since it was kind of the easiest. And then we're going to go, do I want Dazzling Gleam or Moonblast? He has both Dazzling Gleam and Moonblast. I don't really have a lot of spread damage. I guess my Lando will have spread damage. I think I want the spread damage. I think it's better. So I'll go with the Gleam and Shadow Ball. Right, and then I'll just go just to be safe because I want to play like, outside of Trick Room as well. Up against like other Chien-Pao and things like that. I want to make sure I outspeed them so I'm not potentially getting flinched with Icicle Crash. So I do want to go Timid and go max speed. Right, and then put the rest here, right? And this is a pretty standard Flutter Mane set, like from the Flutter Manes back in series B, not series 2, regulation B and regulation C. Used to have the slow moving, the fast Focus Sash Flutter Mane. So we're gonna go Fairy Terror. I think it's pretty consistent. I don't really think we need the Defensive Terror with the typing, and then we can have like Fake Out with Iron Hands, right? I kind of want to put like the Assault Vest somewhere else. I can put Assault Vest on Urshifu and really mess up some of their calcs, right? Just to be, make a cool set. I was thinking of maybe Citrus Berry. Nah, I think Assault Vest is still good. I want to kind of change all the items. I may come back to this because I think I might want to put Detect on Iron Hands for things trying to double up and remove Iron Hands, since Iron Hands is really good in the format right now. I may put Assault Vest on one of these. So let's start with the Chien-Pao. The Chien-Pao, I know since I'm not Sash, I want to go Life Orb. I do want to try out that set. That this is the Chien-Pao that won the Invitational, Japanese Invitational. I didn't mean to put this up. Put that back down. Yeah, so this is the team that won the Chien-Pao that won the Japanese Invitational. Icicle Crash, I believe that was pretty strong. Sucker Punch, Sacred Sword, and Protect. And I believe it was Adamant. I wonder if it was max speed. I'm not sure. If it had a little bit of bulk. Like I said, I learned how to calc by level 100, so I'm gonna put this up to level 100. I do want to outspeed like base 100s. Or base speed. So we'll go about this just so we outspeed Lando I. And then we'll put the rest in like defenses. A little bit here, a little bit here, and rest in HP. I actually don't need all this attack. Since I'm adamant, I'll go to the first EV, well, the last, second to last EV bump. So this is the EV bump where it jumps up to, you know, by 1 point. And then that's leftover EVs right here. So now we can put that into some of his defenses. I think we can bring this down. Yep, and I'll put one more speed in the speed point. All right. And we end this number with a 9 because that optimizes the life orb chip that it's gonna take. I'm pretty sure this is not the, you know, the EV spread from the one that won Worlds. They don't really have it posted. I mean, not the one that won Worlds, the one that run the Japanese Invitational. I don't think that is posted yet. Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't know the exact spreads on it. All right, so this Among Us was Citrus Berry. I was kind of thinking of Citrus Berry on my Iron Hands, right? Yeah, because if I lead it with Booster Energy, I was thinking about Booster Energy too, but if I lead it with Booster Energy, they're gonna know that it's not the same set immediately. And I didn't want to like reveal what I'm capable of turn 1, that the team is different immediately, because that surprise that you have on best of 1 is gonna be like keeping the items hidden as much as possible, at least for turn 1, can actually win you the game. Like leading Flutter Mane Iron Hands and potentially getting up Trick Room. And I'm gonna have like, I think my lander should be Assault Vest in the back, right? Yeah. And that way, like leading this and getting up Trick Room can, like, you know, potentially win me games when they expecting it to be Choice Specs Flutter Mane. So I think I do want Detect on this set. And then I guess Wild Charge and Drain Punch. And what was the Terra type on this? Because we want to make sure that we're not the same. Water Terra. Alright, so I'll go Grass Terra. Now we are setting up Trick Room. We're gonna need answers into Among Us. I think the safety goggles, Swords Dance set, since they're expecting taunt. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. I want one more. I do want taunt though. I really do want taunt. Does Iron Hands get taunt? So we're just theory cracking here. Just curious. It doesn't get taunt. Okay. I know Chimpao gets taunt. Does Landers get taunt? It does. I would have to take the Assault Vest off, but what else would I put on it? I still want taunt, but I don't want it on the Urshifu. Flutterman gets taunt as well. Yeah, but the Pokemon that can't usually protect, I want to run protect on them. And Landers usually does have protect, right? Yeah, so we're not running protect. But I do want U-turn. U-turn is such a good move. I want Rock Slide. I want Stomping. And I do want Terra Blast. I don't know if we can afford to run taunt. Maybe on Chimpao. The Sacred Sword damage is so good though, without having a fighting type attack on Urshifu. But I really need taunt in order for this strategy to work the best that it can. Do I drop Sacred Sword? Let's see. I have Safety Goggles here, Grass Terror here, plus Among Us. I think I have enough to stop Among Us without having to add taunt. I think I have enough here. So our Among Us set, we do want to go Rocky Helmet. And what was it? Water Terror. That really is the best terror. Yeah, if I'm playing against trickling teams, I need a defensive terror against the fire Torko, and that's only fire and water, right? And water, fire is not a really good terror right now. But for the sake of remixing a team, even though this is not the optimal Among Us terror, I think I'm gonna go normal terror. I think it give me some interesting plays into like Shadow Ball redirection from Flutter mains. So we'll go with that. And the Icicle Crash going into this slot is kind of annoying. I'm still gonna go with water. It's too good, and I don't want to like make the team, you know, just worse by going, because like Icicle Crash into the water terror is really good at surviving that, and also against the Torko, you could go Steel Terror, but then you don't really have good Torko answers, right? Besides denying Trick Room, and I don't think that's the route that I want to take, because I'm using Flying Terror on Landers. Yeah, so I'll go with the Water Terror on Among Us. I know I wanted to change all the terrors to make them different. Well, I'm going with Fairy Terror on this. Oh, it's Grass Terror on that, yeah, so. Yeah, Water Terror is going to be on this. So we'll keep the two Water Terrors and Flying Terror. And the Terror Blast is so good here. And we don't need the water coverage. Yeah, you would only go Water Terror. Yeah, okay. So we'll go with that. I think these are enough changes to make this team, you know, be able to do well on 1v on the ladder. So Pollen Puff, Spore, definitely need that. Rage Powder. And I don't really feel like I need Protect on this Among Us. So a lot of them won't be expecting you to have grass coverage. So I'll go Leaf Storm, because I think that you can surprise someone and KO like an Urshifu while it's trying to taunt you, since taunt is kind of picking up, right? And they're not expecting you to be able to do anything besides Pollen Puff. So we'll throw the Leaf Storm on there so that we're pretty offensive. Yeah, and I kind of like this. I like this. So everything can protect except for Among Us and Landers. Alright. So now we're going to get into the EVs. Like I said, I like to do mine from level 100. Then I'll drop it back down to 50 so that you can see the correct EVs. We don't need to change this. This is just max. This is already good. And the reason I do this is because when I started playing VGC in Sword and Shield, that's when I came back to playing Pokemon. I hadn't played Pokemon since I was a kid. And during the pandemic, you know, I had some free time, so I picked up Sword and Shield, and I was like, let me get back into it. And then I found out that they have a competitive scene since I've been, you know, playing online the past couple years as far as like Fortnite and NBA 2K. I was like, okay, let's see what online is about. And, you know, I fell in love with it immediately. I came around Series 5, and I didn't get to play competitive online like that until Series 6. So Series 6 was the ban list series where Incineroar and like Whimsicott was banned. So that was the first series that I actually played, you know, competitively and actually made it to Master Ball. Because Series 5 I was just like testing the waters. So, and I've been playing ever since then. But I just learned how to, you know, EV my Pokemon based on the speed tiers of level 100 Pokemon and like the stats of level 100. I know it can be like a little wonky a little bit when you drop that down to 50, but it's as accurate as I can get it, and it helps me like properly build my teams. But that's just my specific way. You all don't have to build your teams that way, but that's just the way I learned how to do it, and I haven't really, you know, tried to learn it from level 50. So I do want an adamant nature. I want to be really bulky on the special defense side. So I'm gonna go about that much special defense. Maybe about that. Speed tier, I want to have, I don't have Tailwind, right? I guess I could put it up just in case I use his Landers on another team, but we'll put just enough to like, I think that's good. Just about that much speed. With the attack, we want to go to, we don't need that much. We'll start at like the first. Where's that EV bump at? Right there. 418. We'll see if we need to drop it down even more than that to make it bulkier. We'll go 230 here, 80. I think I want a little bit more HP. Let's drop it back down to one more EV bump. Right there, so 407. So we still got a lot of attack. Then we'll add that to the HP. So now we have a decently bulky Landorus that's still hitting hard, right? And can survive a lot of hits. Has enough speed investment to be good under Trick Room, and we don't have Tailwind, so we don't really need the Tailwind. Calcs. Urshifu. What do we want to be able to outspeed? I'm gonna make your Adamant as well. We'll bring it, since your Swords Dance, we really don't need that much. I'll start right here, 56. Get the Swords Dance is gonna make it really good. We'll get a good amount of HP right there. And I always enter it at the 9 just to optimize, like, you know, weather chip and like also recovery from like grassy terrain and stuff like that. I don't need that much defense. I'll bring this down to 69 for right now. Yeah, 69. I might put some more in there. I want to give him a lot of special defense investment. That special defense is really low. I want to get it up pretty much. I think this is enough speed to outspeed pretty much anything I need to. Maybe I don't need that much. I'll leave that right there. All right, I think that's a decent spread. So like I said, we're not doing any damage calculator spreads right now. I'm just making, you know, a generic set that I feel like makes the Pokemon bulky. Because we're, like I said, we're just playing best of one. We're not like preparing for like a tournament or anything. So you don't have to have the most optimized, you know, spreads just to like play with a game, a team for like, you know, a couple videos. So that's why I'm not like doing any real damage calcs. I do know I want my Amoonguss to be physically bulky, so that it can get the most out of the Rocky helmet. I think 429 is good for Amoonguss. And we're gonna make it. Do I want to be min speed Amoonguss to make sure I'm the slowest Amoonguss under Trick Room? Because I can potentially underspeed Torko if they're not running min speed, right? I think I do want to do that. Because like I said, I'm not playing on Tailwind, so I don't need like a fast Amoonguss. I don't have like Icy Wind or anything like that. So we'll go relax. We'll go min speed. And we're gonna go to the EV bump. Where is it at for Amoonguss? Right there, 231. And a little bit in special defense. Yep. Yeah, I think that's pretty good right there. That's a decent spread. Now, Iron Hands, this is the interesting one. So I do still want to be adamant, but we're going to need a lot of special defense to make up for not having an assault vest, right? So we want to make sure we still have a lot of that in HP. I think the 469 is pretty bulky. Right there, and then we put the rest in attack. Yeah, I think that's good. We don't need any speed on this because we're running Trick Room. I don't want to make it min speed because I don't want it to be too slow. I'll put this at the 90 just to give me just a little bit of speed, just to outspeed Iron Hands that are not running any speed investment. All right, just to speed creep them. And I think this is a pretty good set. So we're going to go ahead and train this team, get it in game, and then we're going to make play a couple games with it on the ranked ladder. So this is pretty much a team. Like I said, this is not an in-depth team building. This is just a quick, eyeball it EVs and team build. But we just wanted to remix a team, and we're going to bring it in on the game and see if we can get some wins with it on the best of one ladder. I think it'll be pretty fun. If you guys like this content, let me know with a comment below, and I'll make more of these remix videos because this is a new series that I want to start. So thank you guys for coming out. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, deuces.